Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to TSHV Productions. Today we're going to be covering some new information about Rome 2 Total War. This is a video recently released today. It's entitled Cleopatra. Now for those of you who are waiting Destiny news, it's in short supply and I'm just the weatherman. I just announced the news. I can't make it rain. I can't make the news appear. But I do hear there's a storm coming, and that storm is going to be E3 next week. We're going to get a deluge of information and news about Destiny, so don't worry, we'll be covering that next week. Bungie is just, holding out on us for now. In the meantime, we do have this awesome bit of information to look over, so stay tuned and let's look at the trailer and I'll pick it apart at bits and pieces.
We who are seen as gods have the farthest to fall.
So right here, we're presumably shown what the campaign map looks like. This is unofficially announced, of course. I'm just speculating, but why would they go, put the time to rendering this whole thing if they already have a campaign map at their disposal? So this is probably it. And you can just see the terrain looks awesome in 3D. The colors the palette is just spectacular. And you can see the clouds being added in and all that stuff. And you can see the landscape itself is nothing like Rome 1. Rome 1 was all flat and then some hills. Here you can see a huge variety in terrain, which looks awesome. And a big change is actually going to be the way the cities are represented. Rather than being, in these small blocks all around the map, here they're going to be more sprawled out, decentralized areas. And this might have to do with the fact that they've updated how regions work and, how you attack territories. So the cities look awesome. They look great. They look much greater detail. And something that might be cool is you can actually see your city bustling with action and stuff like that. Kind of similar to how you saw in Rome 1, where you could go visit your city and see the population.
For have we not built the impossible? And for what? To share my bed with a Roman.
And here you can see closer up on Alexandria in the distance, pyramids of Giza, and then Cairo right here. Off to the left, you can see a path through the desert. So in this inhospitable terrain, you'll probably suffer attrition, and armies will be forced to use these choke points through the highways in the desert. That's going to be a cool feature. Another way for these factions in these sprawling areas to control movement. And here you can see a city closer up. As I said, maybe you'll be able to visit your populace. And this might be what the city looks like in detail close up when you fight a battle. You could see buildings on the outside, which would be a cool shift in pace and strategy, and also the temple here in Alexandria. And so maybe what you'll be seeing is Cairo being just as or Alexandria being just as fleshed out as Carthage was. So, we have that to look forward to.
Our alliance was born of necessity, not love. To rule as Isis, I would suckle the wolf.
They must be
But no matter how much I fed the beast, it could not be sated. I betrayed my lover, brought ruin on my brothers, murdered my sister. Any mother would have done the same. And still they will hunt you down, my son. The last of the Pharaoh.
So that was awesome. Let's go ahead and look at it in slow motion again and dissect it a bit more. So right off the bat, what we're going to see actually is this Roman general turning around. This is presumably Octavian, or otherwise known as Augustus, saying, we must kill both of them. So he's presumably referring to Cleopatra and her lover Mark Antony, who have sought refuge in Egypt during the Civil War. So Augustus is going to go chase them down, and he's going to, win the Civil War, obviously, and become the first Roman emperor. Next, you're going to see a naval battle taking place right here. This is a Roman, I believe, bireme, or it could be a trireme. I can't see the third pair of oars. Attacking this other ship, and the combat is visceral here. Ships literally, tearing each other in half. So this is going to be a step up from Shogun, which was pretty cool. But here, the ships actually destroy each other, and you'll obviously be able to board other ships. You can see the Marines here fighting on the decks of the ships. You'll have some cool battles there. Also flames in the background, so there'll be a lot of gameplay elements. Also keep in mind that you'll have combined naval and land battles, as you'll see in the next image, with ships in the background. So we're going to move on here in a brief image or a brief video of a land battle here. Camels on the left, maybe Bedouin forces, and then on the right, the hill is reinforced by what looks like rocks, or maybe those are dense infantry formations. I'm not sure. Here you can see a more authentic looking catapult. It looks cool, and it's going to be shooting at a chariot right here. High detail. It's got the scythe on it and an archer on the back, so I'm glad to see those making a remake, and they look awesome. Next, we're going to see these unarmored elephants, but next we're going to see the horse jumping over the fence right here. So maybe that's an element we'll see making a return from Empire, where infantry and horses could jump over these low fences, so that'll add more ways to slow down the enemy. Here you can see the elephants I was referring to, and they look awesome, even though they're unarmored, just throwing the infantry around. And here you can see more troops up close. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm Oakley Hadef, and I'm signing out. See you guys next time.